Ndị Igbo ndị ọma, ana m ekele unu. Hello, good day to my friends. Good day to everyone. It may be a little bit dark here. Winter is already on our door, so everywhere get dark so quickly. I'm sending greetings to the Igbos and friends and the lovers of Igbos all over the world. Today, my topic is Igbo nationalism and Biafra. Men who reading the news and following things that are going around the world and things going around the Igbos and the eastern region in general, even in Nigeria as a nation, we will be able to find out that this is not going accordingly. My video will focus today on Igbo businessmen, Igbo politicians, and Igbos themselves and Biafra. What am I going to talk today? Actually, I want to use this opportunity to greet or send my greetings to World Igbo Forum that just closed. Ana m ekele unu ndị nwe mmadụ na ndị anyị nwe. Actually, the World Igbo Forums made a very strong point in their meeting this time around, because what they were trying to do by sending a communique to Nigerian government and politicians around the eastern region is a good thing. I love it. I really appreciate what you guys did by showing the other part of Nigeria that Igbos are not separated, that their mathematics that they had been placed on Igbos are no longer working. And as I'm greeting this World Igbo Forum today, I'm also giving out a little point that Igbos or that the World Igbo Forum should do. I think it would be wise if World Igbo Forum will be able to call in another assembly that will involve all the eastern governors, all the governors from the eastern region. Because the points that you guys made by telling the governors or the politicians from the eastern region to protect the interests of the Igbos would never work just like that by giving out communique. Communique, I know, is a very strong message to the federal government of Nigeria. And without you sitting down, without the World Igbo Forum sitting down with the governors of the eastern region, I don't think that people like Roger Sokorocha and other people that think that party is more superior than their citizens, it will be wise if we or that the World Igbo Forums will have another meeting with those politicians, teaching them, enlightening them, and reminding them the needs for these needs for the politicians to protect the interests of the Igbos in Nigeria and to promote the culture of the Igbo people in Nigeria. Because these politicians were there, the Igbos were systematically being erased from a major tribe that rule Nigeria. If you mean, Igbos and Yorubas and Hausas are the major tribe that are ruling Nigeria. But during the time of Obasanjo started uprooting the position of the Igbos in Nigeria as the major tribes that are ruling Nigeria. So it will be nice and wonderful if World Igbo Forum will still call emergency meeting to meet the Eastern region politicians. That's another point I want to make. The other one that I would like to say is about Mr. Dr. Oba made a very powerful speech in the auditorium of, I don't know whether it's Mbaka or whoever, but he was in a prayer ground. He made a very powerful point. I don't know whether Nigerian government would like to abide onto one Nigeria if they want to promote that culture called one Nigeria. Because Dr. Oba made a very powerful point. He leaked Inakako's secret, the way they siphon Nigerian dollars, the way Nigerian money is being stolen, and the EFCC keep on pursuing the past governors, past government. That you call yourself EFCC, financial crime, whatever. Since you have been pursuing the past politicians, you have never ever recovered any amount of money that Nigeria will clap for you. You feel me? But going through the source where these guys are making this money, Oba dictate everything out for Nigeria. If Obasanjo, if Buhari want to restore the Nigerian economy, and as he was claiming to fight corruption or to bring Nigeria back to its feet, I believe they should adopt the point that Dr. Oba tried to make in his prayer ground. And another place that I would like to touch is, or I will use the word demanding apology from former governor of Abia State, Orji Zokalo. Orji Zokalo made a very wrong statement because that statement involved me, involved you, involved every Igbo man existing on this planet Earth. Him coming out, other tribes, other organizations have been working, IPOB, Biafrans, all the agitation, everybody is working for the liberation or for the goodness of every Igbo man in Nigeria. The agitation, people are following IPOB, people are following all Biafran agitation because Igbos are seeing themselves in Nigeria as tenants, as visitors. They are not seeing themselves as one Nigeria. As he said, as Nigeria promised the Igbos after the war, that we are one and we will work out as one nation. But Orji Zokalo, he's only interested in things, politics where he will make his own money. And Mr. Orji Zokalo, you have made a very powerful mistake by involving me and the other Igbo people in your political speech that you made online. You mentioned that Igbos are good in commerce, they are good in business and street hawking, but Igbos are not, they are not matured enough in terms of politics. But Mr. Orji Zokalo, you are seeing yourself as a qualified graduate or a well positioned Igbo politician in Nigeria. You are a big fool because you just wake up a sleeping dog by calling the Igbos that are not qualified in terms of politics, mentioning Tinubu and the former governor of Lagos State. If at all it will be an Igbo man, he will betray Tinubu. Mr. Orji Zokalo, what did you do for your people, not for the Igbos? Let me ask you, which legacy did you lay in that Abia State? I was in Abia State. I was living in Aba when you came in as president as governor for the first time. I know how people in Aba fought for you to see that Orji Zokalo become governor of Abia State. As you entered, what did you do? If at all you fight to eradicate poverty and the hardship that is operating in your state, I didn't say that you should do it for the Igbos generally. I don't think that anybody will come from that Abia State to betray you in anything or handover that you made. Mr. Orji Zokalo, you duped landlords in Aba, which I knew very well. I was there. You made a very mistake. You made a very big mistake. You just you want us to open your file, Mr. Ojuzokalo. You thought that you are more better than Igbos by involving the whole Igbos as a whole. Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe that brought independence into Nigeria, he's a foolish man. That's what you want to tell us. The other Igbo powerful pioneers, politicians that are very strong, that build Dr. Simon Bakwe and others, you want to tell me that Igbos are not qualified in terms of politics, Mr. Ojuzokalo. What a mess. I'm challenging you today to come out and beg the Igbos and say you are sorry for using that word. If you tell us that the people in your state are not qualified, I may accept it. But joining Igbos as a whole, my brother, you are a very big animal. You feel me? Because your brain in terms of bringing development. I went to, even traveling from Abia State and from Umuahia to Aba, dustbin have cut the whole express that you claim that where you came from. You couldn't even establish waste to energy in your state. The whole welfare, the whole allocation that come to Abia State, what did you do with it? You were ruling with your mother, as people said, you were ruling with your mother and doing what your mother dictated. That you are involving the whole Igbo as a whole, giving us a dirty slap before the whole Nigeria, this man. Huh? Whom do you think that you are? Do you forget the money that you taxed the whole landlord in Aba, that you will use the money to repair their roads? How is Aba today? Look at the roads. Even you were still on seat, the road that you are trying to repair spoiled. Even if you are moving from along Omuma Road, going to Odo Express, there is a place, river or whatever, cover the whole street. Mosquito that was being that is producing himself, that place is more than 3 trillion in a day. I thought that this man collected this money, that at least I will be in Aba to see that motor will drive past this place. Ojuzokalo, what did you do with those money? You were talking about Tinubu that leave a very powerful legacy for all Yorubas, not even all Lagosians, all Yorubas. Pick somebody who was, look at what Tinubu did to Lagos State. Look at what the former governor, the last governor now did for Lagos State. Ojuzokalo, which one did you do for Abia State? That you are involving all Igbos into your dirty fucking politics that you are playing in that place. EFCC is running after you. You are giving bribe from heaven to earth. What the hell are you trying to tell us? Dr. Oba was standing before the auditorium giving Nigeria tips how to rescue Nigerian economy. Everybody is fighting how to get the independence, the freedom of Igbos from Nigeria. What did you say? You just came into a national television and blow off your nonsense that you think that you are more intelligent than other Igbos. Whom do you think that you are more intelligent than? Without those Abia State people, you will be nobody in that government house. Drawing us, rubbing dirty on our face, Mr. Ojuzokalo, is not the best way to follow. Please come back. No matter the word I used today against you, you first use the bad word against us, the Igbos. Any word that I use against you, Mr. Ojuzokalo, I will not plead for any apology, but I demand apology from you to come out and tell all Igbos as a whole that you are sorry for using their name as a non-entity in terms of Nigerian politics. Because Igbos are helping that government, that Nigeria, political and business-wise in any corner. You coming out and use such a word, my man, I have never expected such a thing from you, Mr. Ojuzokalo. There is no job. You didn't create one single job for Abia State. You did not create anything that will alleviate poverty in Abia State. If you said yes, come out and challenge me. Mention things that you did for Abia State, that state is working on their knees today. Mr. Ojuzokalo, are you not the one that will brought that government property and buy it by yourself? Was that not the legacy you live in Abia State? We know your file. We also have your file. We know what you do. If you feel that you will come out and insult the Igbos, insult all Igbos before the whole world, do you know how many Igbos are master's degree in terms of political science all over the world? You don't know that. That you came out and open your mouth and mention Igbo. Do you know that Igbo is more expensive than the whole generation of Ojezo? You don't know that. Insulting your own people, even if I'm counting myself out or counting other parts, in your own state, Abia State, whom did you? There are people who are more than you that you just give a dirty slap before them, only because of your selfish interest. Because of the current government, they do not open the back door for you to start stealing, for you to continue siphoning government money. That's why you come up and give a very dirty speech against the Igbos. And you will be among those that will go for exile when the Biafra will be actualized. Because you guys help the Hausas to divide and rule. Because Ojo Sokalo, you are among those that are cheering the division of Imo State, for Abia State to liberate from Imo State. Bringing division in Igbo land is people like you. Are you a politician? Look at the northern Nigeria. Are they not politicians? Look at Calabar. Are they no governors? Look at what they're doing to their own state. Look at your state. Your state is smelling. When I entered Africa, from Port Harcourt to Umuahia, your state is the most dirtiest state I have ever come across to see in Igbo land. I went to other states in Igbo land. They are very powerful and nice. But, Ojuzo, look at what you did to Abia State. Look at how you keep Abia State. The time you entered as governor in Abia State, maybe you could have put in Abia State in a better position that even tourists will be floating in Abia like no man's business. But you siphon their money and thief everything with your luxurious life and everything, and come out now and tell us that Igbos are not graduate, are not qualified in terms of politics. Give me Abia State to rule Abia State only for 1 month and see what I will do. I was in Abia State. Dustbin every corner. People were marching on shit. Do you know that dustbin is money? Mr. Jizoka, let me tell you this one now. I'm not a politician. I'm not from your state. But calling my name as an Igbo man, you have woke me up. Have you ever heard something called waste to energy? You haven't heard of that. Do you know that dustbin that you are pouring around is money and will create jobs? If you don't know it, call me Zebede Ejike Korea. I am the architect pushing for waste to energy in Nigeria. And as I'm pushing all those things, no Nigerian governor is ready and willing to abide to waste to energy. Waste to energy is something that you will use dustbin. That nylon you use to drink pure water will give you electricity 24 hours 7. It will make people to sell dustbin. It will create millions of jobs in the eastern region, and people will have light and development will come on his own, because every Igbo man is a developer. What they need is energy. Leave the remaining for the Igbos. When you burn the energy, the dustbin, heat will turn the turbine, and the turbines will give electricity. And the dust of the thing that you burn will be used to repair roads. Ewu anụmanụ ị na-akparị ndị Igbo. Onye mụrụ gị? Ebe ka isi aga? There is nothing nation from your side apụta na awụ ịrụ ọtụ. Chikalato mwanye na from here to America from any corner. Is there any other thing that you know? Nothing. You're a millionaire, you are an entrepreneur. Do you have any proof? Can you show us anyone? What are you doing for the people? For your own village people? Nothing. Ewu, so that you cross, they will worship you. Thank God they will not worship you again. It's all gone. So, another thing that I would like to add is about Igbos, the brave Igbo people that are pressing the Ohaneze Ndigbo, because Ohaneze Ndigbo, I'm not insulting you people. I'm not because Onobo Nani, you guys are elder men, but great elder men should also put young brains around them to be able to float, to succeed. Nnamdi Kanu is in prison, all Igbos, most of the Igbos, this thing, what do you call yourselves, or Hanese, will come out and say that Nnamdi Kanu is not speaking on behalf of you. Every Igbo man need liberation. Every Igbo man need freedom. Hawasa Abubakar, Abudasalami Abubakar, former military ruler of Nigeria, came out and told Nigeria that peace can only reign in Nigeria when the eastern region will allow grazing bill to pass. Me, Zebedi Ejike Korio, said, Ashe, typical lie. There will be no grazing bill in Nigeria, and Igbo should never allow grazing bill to pass. This man is trying to threaten the Igbos indirectly. And this man is the same man that changed the Nigerian constitution without consulting the whole Nigeria. Salami Abubakar rewrite the Nigerian constitution and drop the one we are using before. Now, the World Igbo Forum have came in to ask Nigeria to release Nnamdi Kanu. One, release all Biafra agitators they arrested, because these guys are no threat to national security of Nigeria. And they have every fundamental right and freedom to agitate for Biafra and for whatever, because in Nigeria they are feeling oppressed and marginalized. You feel me? So that means we should join hands together to tell Nigeria, if you want Igbos to calm down a little, there is a constitution that Nigeria adopted in 1963. Why did Hausa drop that constitution and write their own and start ruling Nigeria as their own private kitchen? They did not consult any Nigerian. That means Nigeria is not in existence. If somebody from North will take up power and rewrite the Nigerian constitution, then we are sorry, we are not part of that nation. Because there is something we agree on. Before any amendment, we must go into referendum whether every part of Nigeria will love it or adopt it. That means you got to write everything, share it to the whole Nigeria, because you want to change the constitution. If we vote yes, then you can be able to edit it. But Hausa dropped the constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and rewrite their own constitution. That is where they are holding hand to rule Nigeria. Obasanjo saw that and Obasanjo did not talk anything. Goodluck Jonathan went there and see it, they didn't say anything. And that's why Hausa have priority over them to press them out of that power. So, but there is no going back. Biafra have started. A lot of people have died. Blood have shed. Who is going to pay for those damages? And if you are not ready to pay for those damages, then I'm sorry. Your name is I am sorry. We are going. Because you have been climbing hard on us, killing us, in the name of whatever that you claim. All these things that Biafra agitators are doing, they did not commit one crime past the one that they commit in the northern Nigeria. Whereby the Hausas, if they get annoyed or drink too much beer, they will start killing the Igbos in the north. And no military. Look, let me tell you guys. Do you know the system that Buhari came in with? Or the Hausas gave Buhari? Hausas are now untouchable in Nigeria. Being protected, these herdsmen also being protected by military and police. And most of the police in Eastern region are Hausas. Where are our Igbo people? Are they not qualified to police in Eastern region? Police commissioners in all the whole Eastern region are Hausas. What are these guys trying to tell us? So, my people, what I have to tell you guys is this. Don't give up the fight. Keep on fighting. You know, keep on demonstrating. Keep on demanding for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. At least Igbo World Forum have given Nigeria a communique, you know. And as the Nigerian economy is also sinking, and Igbo, son of the soil, Nwafu Igbo, Dr. Oba has come out to tell Nigeria the solution to their problem. It now remains for Nigeria, if they want to have freedom in their economy. I know that it's also the blood of Igbo land that will bring solution to that problem. Hausa, like Buhari, his government has no plan. The managers, people he gave portfolio, are like Amechi. What they know is only Mfonfoju Aba. When bag full, they travel to abroad and they offload it. You know. So Igbos, Mr. Oba, I will say thank you that you are trying to rescue the ass of Nigeria. But in Nigeria that you are trying to rescue their ass are also kicking our own ass. You know, you have done it, you have revealed it. If they will take it, that's left for them. What I have to say is, another thing is Orji Zokalo. Everybody that knows Orji Zokalo should share this video. Share this video to Orji Zokalo. Let him watch my face, see me, and tell him that I, Zebedi Ejike, demand apology for him involving my name in his dirty politics that is played in Nigeria. Because I'm an Igbo man. Calling Igbos dormant of politics is a very bad word to use. So he didn't leave any legacy. When you leave a good legacy like Turumbu in Abia State, Orji Zokalo, nobody will betray you. People are betraying each other in Nigerian, in Eastern region politics because of hunger. You feel me? And when people like you that left the office live a very better life and put things accordingly, I don't think that nobody will come there to betray you. You betrayed a lot of people, Orji Zokalo, didn't you? Didn't you betray a lot of people that helped you? Didn't you kill those that also help you? Pointing hand on Igbos and talking rubbish, you are involving the whole Igbo as a nation. Telling Igbo as a nation that they are dormant of politics. Nigerian politics, that Igbos are dormant. Hey! Dr. Ojozo. Even self, calling you Dr. Ojozo, who gave you that certificate? If I may ask, I don't know, can you tell us which university, which school you attended? Can you mention the name of your classmates? I'm sorry, don't wake me up. You know? Because do you know that Igbo is a nation? A powerful, great nation. Telling Dr. Ojukwu that he's dormant of Nigerian politics. Telling Simon Bakwe he's dormant of Nigerian politics. Telling Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe he's dormant of Nigerian politics. Telling Obiki Ukiwe. Telling even the man that formed PDP. What is his name? Telling these guys. Telling Chino Achebe. Telling learned Igbo people that they are dormant of Nigerian politics. Oh, Mr. Ojozo, I'm sorry. You have woken a sleeping dog. Now, it's your turn. Udo dịrị ndị Igbo, dịkwere bọọlụ ha nọ. And Mr. Ojozo, if you did not say sorry, stone, your ways will be crooked, will be vacuuming, will be shaking. Nothing that you will do in Nigeria that will move accordingly. Everything that you will be doing will be facing a very powerful blocking stone until you come out and tell the Igbos, I am sorry for using your word, your name in my dirty politics. Player politics is none of our business, but putting our name in your dirty politics is the highest mistake that you have ever made. Udo dịrị unu, dịkwara m n'ezinụlọ m, dịra ndị Igbo ebe ọla ha nọ. I love my people. I love you all. And don't forget to go to likebiafra.com. That website, only 35 people just enter. We need more Igbos to promote that site. Join the website. It's a social media. Write something there. Put pictures. Make things to be lively. I will not be the only one pushing the website. I am the one that built it. I'm the one that developed it for you people. Ono ahafrofonyo wewe gbuo ya ndị Igbo. Unu ya aka ka ihe na-aga aga udo dịrị unu dịkwara m.